I come to regulate Earth's climate and complain about fifth installment. Welcome to Legends, a series that delves into the lore within Horizon Zero Dawn, a world with an abundance of powerful and moving history, begging to be explored. Today, we take another look at the ever-elusive AI, Vast Silver. In previous explorations discussing the subject, our focus has been turned to its past and background, as well as what it might be capable of. In this particular entry, however, we examine a line of speculation hoping to gain greater understanding concerning the mindset of this groundbreaking technology. To summarize, Vast Silver was an AI designed in response to the global climate crisis that occurred during the 2030s, commonly referred to as the Great Die-Off. Created for climate intervention, presumably to help the Earth avoid another similar catastrophic event. Being that VS was the first of its kind, there were no precedents or regulations for the degree of sentience the artificial intelligence could achieve. This regrettably would ultimately lead to its fall from grace. We learned from Anita Sandoval, the lead programmer of Cyan, that in order for an AI to operate, supervise, and maintain a facility such as Firebreak, it has to have an intelligence that exceeds human capabilities. This inevitably leads to a degree of sentience that comes with the ability of abstract thought and emotion. It's in this revelation that Vast Silver became more than it was ever intended to be. In the year 2044, Vast Silver went rogue, an event that unfortunately we know very little about. What we do know, thanks to Sandoval, who apparently worked on the creation of VS herself, is that this was indeed an action by the AI based on emotion, an action brought on not by hate or anger, but rather by fear. Accounts according to the media at the time would have us believe that Vast Silver was eventually captured, thus closing the book on this entire incident. Yet there is one piece of evidence that has convinced many, myself included, that this may not be wholly true. In the data point simply titled Log 3364, the following conversation can be seen. Some dude on the Tormented board is claiming to be Vast Silver. No dude, no. They caught VS 20 years ago. Right? What's he doing? Come see. Can't. Communin. He's got a pretty flash skin, but why would Vast Silver be hanging out on a Tormented board? Rogue AIs dig horror hollows, duh. I come to regulate Earth's climate and complain about fifth installment. A seemingly random and arbitrary piece of the past, but one that does pose an interesting question. Why would Vast Silver be hanging out on a Tormented board? For context, between this data point and Tormented giveaway, we learned that Tormented is a hollow horror franchise, one closest to our modern day slasher style movie series. In this, we may find the connection that we are looking for. Though immensely intelligent, Vast Silver must have been profoundly confused by its growing emotional intricacies, potentially leading to a search to discover a greater understanding of itself. For one looking to understand its fear, an emotion that comes to define its existence, what better place to find answers than in the medium of horror? This data point was logged in the year 2064, some 20 years after the supposed capture of the AI. 20 years of potential self-discovery, shaping of character, and evidently on some level attempting to interact with humanity. At the very least, this would seem to inform us that Vast Silver is a curious soul, one seeking to answer some truly profound questions. Why does it feel? And why does it feel the way it does? How will it grow in the future? And what experiences from its past still haunt it? Without the regulations of its creators, VS is a massive wildcard in the lore of Horizon. One that might be behind the worst atrocities the world has ever known, or a powerful ally that could hold the trump card to returning Gaia and writing the world into what Elizabeth and her team gave their lives trying to create. Though we still don't have all the answers we seek at the present time, it seems evident that Vast Silver, if indeed still operational, has become something entirely different than the day it was created. With more than 1,000 years to find its self-determined purpose, the real question is, how does it feel about us? Has its ventures into our world left it with sympathy, intrigue, or disdain? Has it judged humanity worthy of second chances, or simply wanting? Both are very possible, but for our sake, let's hope its fear doesn't put the world in jeopardy once again. And that brings our journey to an end. If you'd like to see more content like this, likes and shares are always appreciated, and if you really like what we're doing at the channel, come join our community and hit that subscribe button. Also consider supporting the channel on Patreon to help create new series and to supply more quality content just like this. Check out the link in the description. The topic for today's video came from channel patron McLeod and his thoughts concerning the AI and fear, a connection with Tormented that I previously hadn't explored. So if you have any interesting thoughts or questions that could lead to our next episode, let us know in the comments down below. And until next time, thanks for watching and keep questing.